Hello everyone, welcome in. Please come in, have a seat, We're going to get started today. It's 8:39 p.m. Eastern time here on the East Coast, or not East Coast, but on the eastern part of Tennessee. It's gonna get dark here in about maybe an hour and a half. So an hour and a half, we're gonna suit up if it's clear, and we're gonna go out and call the ETs down, the NHI, the UAPs, whatever terminology you want to use. They show up 99% of the time, so hopefully it'll be clear tonight. There's a little clouds around us, but it's pretty much clear above us at least. So if we can at least get some breaks in the clouds, like, that would be nice, so we can at least see the stars. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for the hearts. No, I'm not really a channeler. Oh, excuse me, I don't really channel. I am connected with the Federation and the groups of ETs that exist, the benevolent ones. But I don't channel. Like, I'm not like against channeling or anything. It's just not really my forte, and a lot of people rely on channelers too much, in my opinion. You know, it's kind of like how'd you say it? Did you say it, or Talia? No, Talia said it earlier today. It's like, it's inhibiting people from doing it themselves, from connecting to their inner guidance and everything. So yeah, anyway, please tap the screen if you're just coming in. Let's get on the For You page. Let's go. We have a lot of stuff to talk about today, and we're going to be advertising the podcast tomorrow. I didn't have enough time to tell you guys, but we rescheduled the podcast. We're not really rescheduled. This one I didn't even have scheduled, honestly. And they were like, hey, do you want to do it tomorrow? And I was like, yeah, we'll just do it tomorrow, 1 o'clock, 1 p.m. We're going to be live streaming tomorrow here on TikTok. Going to be live streaming behind the scenes and everything. So there's going to be no edits and stuff, but later they will edit. It's the Window Bros podcast. So they're really cool and professional. And they're going to be interviewing me tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern time. So that's going to be fun. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in, everyone. Please have a seat. Come on in. What are some alien life forms that interact with us? So you have the Pleiadians. They are humanoid. Let me pull up my educational slides here. There we go. All right, we got our educational slide up. So the Pleiadians interact with people a lot, absolutely. They do walk around a lot, by the way, and so they've been spotted in California, up in Canada, and different regions, and in person, and people have heard them talking telepathically. And yeah, so I've actually encountered them in every way possible now. I don't think there's any way that I haven't encountered them. So yeah, and you also have the small grays, and you got the tall grays. Yep, I got the slides. But you also have the mantis beings, and then you have the reptilians and the light beings. Now we'll go over all of these. We're just going to wait for everybody to come in. What are races of Pleiadians? They are the Nordics. They are Pleiadians. That's the race. They look humanoid. For the most part, they're Caucasian. There are other races that are darker skinned, though, but the Pleiadians are mainly Caucasian. There are short grays. They're not really evil at all. A lot of people like to label them as evil and all bad, but they're not. There are good and bad ETs within the universe, of course, but you know, we have to keep an open mind and understand that there's a duality within the universe. So, if I'm not mistaken, I think I seen Windabros hop in here. The Windabros are in here now, and they are going to be the ones interviewing me tomorrow, and you guys should give them a follow and check out their page because they're so professional, and I can't wait to be interviewed by you guys tomorrow. It's going to be a really good show. It's going to be a really good show. If you hang around long enough here on the live stream, you'll hear a lot of the stuff that we're going to talk about tomorrow. So, but yeah, here in about an hour, 15 minutes or so, it's going to be dark, and hopefully we can get them to come out for us, and they usually show up 99% of the time anyway, so it's going to be really nice. The camera's charged up and everything. But yeah, if you have any questions or anything, any of you, please ask away, and we're going to continue with our alien education class today. I am going to be doing more professional Zoom teaching classes. I've got the teaching material and everything put together, and I will be putting that in my link tree in the future. So if you guys want to keep in touch with me and all that, just follow. But just follow and hit the bell icon in the profile and hit all on lives and videos so you can be notified in the future, and I'll let you know when I put it in the link tree. So anyway, just to give you a little context if you're new here, I am an experiencer of 17 years. I've been seeing UFOs for 17 years, but I've seen the beings themselves for a year and a half. Thank you so much, y'all girl. Thank you so much. Thank you. So yeah, I've seen Pleiadians in person, as in on the ships, in my room, in civilian settings, in my dreams, in my consciousness. Like I said, every way possible. I've seen the Greys in my consciousness and on the ships. I've seen, I haven't seen the tall Greys that I know of. I have seen the Mantis beings only in my consciousness. I haven't seen, I've only seen the reptilians in my dreams. I think there was a one encounter thing. And the light beings, yeah, I've never actually like met one in their true form, but I have met light beings that are incarnated into human form, and we have some of those in here today. So I saw a tall gray. Wow, that's awesome, Addie. That's so cool. That's awesome. Yeah, if you guys are a long-term experiencers, if you have a lot of stuff to say, please contact the Windabros. The Windabros will get your story out. They will evaluate your story, and then they'll decide if they want to have you on the show. But you can contact the Windabros, and I think they're still in here. You can say hi if you want. Can you ask them a question? You can ask them a question yourself. Yeah, you can ask them a question yourself, and we're going to talk about how to contact them. Before we get into that, please tap the screen. Let's go. There's 120 of you in here. Let's see how fast we can get that likes up right now. I want to see it climb. Let's go. It'd be really cool to watch the numbers climb. Let's see how fast we can get it to go. We were at 1.1, 1.2, 1.3. Oh my God, look how fast it's climbing. That's insane. Thank you so much. And by the way, the subscribers that we've had flowing in lately, oh my God, you guys have helped me so much. Like, you guys have no idea. So thank you so much. If you're a subscriber here today, thank you so much. And it's such a pleasure to be able to be here. And I'm working on getting a sponsor so I can quit my day job as well. So yes, the Windabros are still here. Give them a shout out, guys, or contact them. Alright, so let's get into the alien education a bit more. So, let's go back to Pleiadians. Pleiadians are very humble. They're very angelic, almost. Like, there's just this aura about them. And they always wear blue. They love the color blue. Excuse me. If they show up in society, they're usually wearing blue or other common colors, like, together. And they usually travel in pairs. Sometimes they will travel in singles, but it's usually in pairs, either a male and female, or a male and male, or a female and a female. So I have met them in person in society, like they were dressed in black, as like black velvet in California. But I'm going to be talking about that experience on the interview tomorrow. Do aliens have gender? Yes, aliens do have gender. Some of them don't have gender. Some of them have both genders. And it's a whole wide variety. So just like use your imagination. There's hundreds and hundreds of species or races within our galaxy. So like use your imagination. Like, yeah, there's some of them have like 3 genders, and then like there's an in-between gender. I think there's a Star Trek episode based on something like that as well. Yes, thousands. There's thousands and thousands of races, civilizations within the galaxy. Just our galaxy alone. So that's the thing. I can teach you guys so much about the universe. Reality, like the universe, is designed for life. Wherever there can be life, there will be life. If it doesn't get destroyed or anything. They do come here, Richie. They do. They do. They've been here a very, very long time. Christopher Columbus seen them as well. Remember the legs was like goats, look like the four look like. Wow, that's interesting, Addie. Wow. I think humans are our future. What do you mean, Talia? Have you heard of Valiant Thor? Yes, I have. I have mixed feelings about Valiant Thor. I don't know if he was actually real or not. I heard it was the biggest hoax, you know, but you can't rule it out. Hey, Radar, welcome in. Welcome in, guys. So, yeah, just to give you a little context, I've been on the ships 3 times in 2024. One time when I was 2, but I'm suspecting a lot more than that. I do have a lot of information. I do know a little bit about their technologies. I do know how reality works. They've taught me how the universe works, how reincarnation and all that other stuff works, so how everything is connected. Bigfoot is not an alien. Bigfoot is the indigenous species on this planet, and we are actually related to Bigfoot. Oh, you interviewed Rob Potter about him. Interesting. Wow, we got another interviewer in here. That's awesome. Hey, Chad, welcome in. Hello. We are talking about ETs today. By the way, please put out your questions. If you have any questions about ETs, please ask. Yes, there is a God. Yes, and we could talk about that. God is everything and everyone. We're all connected. That is what God is. There is nothing outside of God. It's not like God is some man out there in the sky and he's like creating things down below the clouds. God is everything and everyone. Everything is connected. The divinity, the divine spark is within you. All of you. All of our consciousnesses are connected. They come from one conscious, which is God. We as God have fractaled ourselves down, and we've forgotten that we are one whole. But getting back to that knowing is a struggle. But once you get there, it's nirvana. It's beautiful. It's amazing. And you just want to spread love. You just want to flourish life. And that's what the Galactic Federation does, because they serve God. They serve reality itself, our highest consciousness. So yes, God does exist, but not the Christian God as you were taught. Can starseeds be born from non-star seeds? That's a really good question. Yes. Yes, because it takes 4 generations for a star seed. Now, we can get into the genetics and the hybrid stuff. I know we recently came out and talked about hybrid stuff, and we can talk about that on the podcast too tomorrow as well. But, so I have a whole giant list of stuff I can read off for you guys, but I don't have it like on me. But there's some things that you can ask yourself to see if you're a star seed. But let's rewind a little bit. So for new people in here, what is a starseed, right? A starseed is a soul, is an entity, someone, a being, as a soul, as a pure soul, has come here or to other civilizations to help out. Okay, but what I mean by that is to help them break free from control systems, from suppression, and help them ascend their consciousness to a higher state of being so they can join a larger group or larger community within the universe, within the galaxy, or wherever they are. So that is what a starseed is. Now, starseeds have to have a specific kind of vessel, a body, right? So that's where the Federation comes in. These collective of beings, these are some of them, not all of them. They come in and they alter our genetics, specific bloodlines, usually ones who are related to Celtic and Cherokee. Now, not all Celtic and Cherokee people who are related to them are starseeds. Just don't go around thinking that you're a starseed. But we'll get into how you know, right? So, anyway, they pick out certain individuals in a family bloodline, and they follow their bloodline for 4 generations, altering each individual, right? Each generation altering their DNA by giving them more alien DNA. And by the 4th generation, you have the perfect vessel to host a soul for a starseed. Now you're probably asking, why do they have to have a special vessel? Why do we have to have a special vessel? Because it gives us an advantage of psychic abilities and be able to do our job here on the planet Earth. It gives us like a boost, and we don't have to do as much work as like awakening ourselves and stuff. But unfortunately, some starseeds forget who they are, or they never remember who they are. They never understand why they're here, and they kind of fall off the wagon, so to speak. So for the ones who do remember and they're in the right vessel, we can unlock things quicker and just jump right on it. And we have amazing psychic abilities. Some of us are at different levels. Not all starseeds are equal. So but speaking of equality, we don't think we're better than anybody else. That's another big thing that people are trying to say. Is there any significance to what is on your head? No, not really. I just love headbands. And I've got to remind you, I got to shine it up for tomorrow. I can wear my goddess headband for the interview tomorrow. I don't know which one I'm going to wear. So RH negative blood. You don't have to have RH negative blood to be a type 2 hybrid starseed. And that's what we're calling them now. Type 2 hybrid. That's what we're calling ourselves. But it's also starseed or abductee. It's all related. All of it's linked together. Let's see. Oh, sorry. I got a message. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the interview too. It's going to be awesome. So, yeah, I hope that clears up a lot of stuff. Even though, like, we say we're a type 2 hybrid starseed, right? It doesn't mean that we have a spaceship parked in our backyard. It doesn't work like that. I really, really wish it did, but I'd be giving lots of people rides and having fun with people, but it's not like that, unfortunately. Not yet, at least. Supposedly, some of us are supposed to be getting some ships and stuff in the future, but fingers crossed. But I think the rest of the humanity will get that technology, absolutely, once you guys get to that consciousness level. And that's why we're here. That's another thing. Why are starseeds here? Why are these vessels specifically designed? Why are we here? Why is this whole thing happening? Because we love you. Because we love you. That's why we're here. Because we love you and we want you to flourish and have the best future. We want you to have the best future here on this planet. Does Starseed speak light languages and signs? Signs? I don't know what you mean by signs. Does Starseed speak light languages and signs? Yes. But you don't have to be a starseed to speak light language. You don't have to be a starseed to be spiritual. There are some differences between a type 1, which is all of you, and a type 2. And there's a whole list. We breed like normal, like anybody else, but most of us don't really have children because we're too focused on the mission, specifically ones who have woken up. Yes, it is very, very real. Ask your question, Peter. Ask away. When will the aliens show the humans, their self? They already are. Certain individuals are being shown right now. I don't come from another solar system. My soul, my essence comes from another dimension, and I identify as a light being, and I'm incarnated into this hybrid vessel. So I get that question a lot sometimes. Like, aren't we all starseeds? No. A starseed is someone here to do a mission. And that's another thing. Let's get into how do you know you're a starseed. Because some people can be type 2 hybrids, alien hybrid starseeds, and don't even know it. So, okay, so here's the characteristics. Do you feel like you're here to do something? That's the biggest one on top of the list. Do you feel like you're here to do something to change the world? Like you're here to help? Do you feel like, and you may not even know what it is or what your mission is, but you feel like there's this fire, this urge in your heart to do something. The second thing, do you feel like you come from somewhere else? Do you feel like you want to go home, but you don't know where home is? Right? Do you feel out of place your whole life, like you don't belong here? Like you feel like you should be communicating telepathically, and like words and writing is so barbaric? I know we have a lot of type 2 hybrids in here. Absolutely. I'm like a magnet for our kind. I'm pretty much on the front lines, and I'm trying to gather all of us and other experiencers and humans and everyone together so we can help the world. And if you want to learn how to help the world, and if you want to help the world, check out the links in the link tree. It's the United Experiencers Initiative, and it's waiting on you. You don't have, there's no cost to join. We are just a movement, a international nonprofit organization soon once we get our paperwork. But it is a movement more than anything to help humanity learn that they need to love themselves and love others and advocate for denuclearization of the planet. And we're going to do protests and sit-ins and peaceful protests, of course, and advocate for a healthy planet and get the earth and everybody's consciousness ready for ET contact and a new future. If somebody is a hybrid, how does it show up on a DNA test? That's a good question. We haven't really covered that yet. So it shows up as junk DNA. Now, if you look at the DNA side by side between a type 1, which is all of you, and a type 2, which is us, it's very, very subtle. It's very, very subtle in the genetic code. You'd have to have a superior AI model to identify things. And the thing is, the government has already done this. They already know what the genetic markers are, and they've been trying to track a lot of us down. And they have. They've been harassing a lot of us, actually. And they'll take pictures of us. I personally have not been harassed, thank God, but a lot of us get stalked, especially us who get taken on the ships a lot. We get stalked, and sometimes we get harassed as well. They want to know how we work. We need to link up soon and talk about missions. My group would like to share what we have been experiencing. Absolutely, Willow. Please DM me, and we'll get together and talk, and maybe we can join forces within the UEI. That would be awesome. Yeah, that's good. That's probably the Federation, Talia, that when you sent your DNA in, the Federation made it get lost, probably. They literally took it right out of the van, probably, out of the mail truck. Could I be an alien? Just don't know it. If I am, how do you tell if I'm an alien? So, you're not an alien. You'd be a hybrid. You'd be a type 2 hybrid. And there are type 3s, and if you're a type 3, you're not going to be on this platform right now. And maybe you are, but, no. So, how do you know if you're a hybrid alien type 2, right? We were just going over that. And I already made, I made a video, how do you know if you're a starseed / hybrid alien? You can go check out that video, and I'll have a lot more information. Does the dream world affect another reality because it appears to? That's another really good question. You guys have amazing questions today. And don't forget to tap the screen. There's 233 of you in here. Oh my God. If you guys tap the screen for just 1 minute, like just tap away, can you imagine how high that would climb and how many more people we can get in here and educate and answer questions? Oh my God. And we'll be talking about the technologies here in a minute and stuff. All of them heal. All of them, or most of them. Which alien species do we come from? Does each race come from a different alien? What do you mean by does each race come from it? Oh, I see. That's a good question. So, I don't know the nitty-gritty details when it comes to that. But I do know that humans, which is a type 1 hybrid, all of you, like normal humans, have a mixture of ET DNA. All kinds of ET DNA, like a whole plethora, but it's really, really like suppressed and dampened. It's a tiny amount. But type 2 hybrids, like us, starseeds, have a lot more of the alien DNA, and it's more active. The Pleiadians, the Greys, the Mantis beings, some reptilians, there's good reptilians, they heal, light beings heal, they can all heal. They all have different ways of healing. Some heal with their consciousness, some heal with technologies, so there's all kinds of different ones that heal. I never heard of the Latin DNA connection, Willow. Interesting. Yeah, I don't really like the word chosen one. We're not chosen. We chose this life. We chose this mission. How do aliens reproduce similar to humans? I mean, which aliens are you talking about? Right? Because there's an infinite amount in the universe. So if you're talking about the ones that are interacting with humanity, most of them reproduce in genetic labs. I'm not sure about the Pleiadians. I'm pretty sure they give natural birth, or at least they host the babies in their bodies, then they take them out and spare them the pain. So, yeah. Let's see. If I get distracted from your question, just let me know. Let's see. Uh, I don't know. I want to talk for a little bit longer, and then we'll probably bring up a guest, and then we'll have to bring all the guests down when we do our nighttime live. No, I'm not kidding, Xavier. All this is very, 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 very real, very true. If you can go to my TikTok and watch. I have a 3-part. It's like 3 people talking about hybrids and DNA and starseeds. Check it out. This is very, very for real, and this is the new information that's coming out. We are literally out with this. My question about the dream world affecting another reality. Oh, okay. Yes, sorry about that. So let's get back to that. So reality, what is reality? Let's ask yourself that. Reality is a dream. It's a dream, just like when you go to sleep and dream. It's just layers of dreams. Now let me explain. We are all God, right? Everything and everyone is God. Everything is God. Everything is the painting and the painter. As a collective consciousness, all of us together are God. So we are collectively creating this painting right now, this thought, this idea, this dream. We are in a dream right now. So yes, when you dream, it can interact with the other layers of dreams like reality. And this is not fake, guys. It's very, very real. If anybody is constantly spamming fake comments and stuff, you're going to get blocked and muted. Is MIB like the movie real? No, not like that. There is 2 different kinds of Men in Black. One, how do you know they contacted you? Okay, I'll get into that and I'll answer the Men in Black thing. So, there's the Men in Black from the government. They pretend to be social workers, people who do lawn work and stuff, but they spy on people like us and other experiencers, and they try to get data like intel. And the other Men in Black are the ones that are mysterious. They're most likely another type of hybrid that's not classified in the hybrid programs like we've been talking about, and they work with a specific type of ETs to harass people to be quiet. I do not believe that they work with the Federation. They work with other malevolent beings. What was the question before that? Sorry, it's a lot today. When do you discover that you're a star seed and how? It was a gradual realization. It's not like I just woke up one day and I was like, oh, I'm a star seed. It was my whole life. I felt different. I felt like I was not from this planet. Like I wanted to go home, and I always felt strange here and out of place. And then the biggest thing is I wanted to do something for humanity. I knew in my heart that I was going to do something for humanity, and now here I am. I'm doing it. What was the question before that? I apologize. Do you have powers to see things? Yes, I do, but I don't call it powers. I call it psychic abilities. You all have these abilities, but they're suppressed. You can wake them up through meditation, healthy eating, good mindset, loving yourself, and loving others. So RH negative blood, you don't have to have RH negative blood to be a type 2 hybrid starseed, but it just comes from a certain type of ET DNA. That's all it is. But just because you have it in you doesn't make you a type 2, though. You have to have a certain concentration of other genetic markers. How will I communicate with higher self always? Be in a constant state of love and compassion. Okay? Be in a constant state of love and compassion. Nirvana. This is taught throughout history and ancient cultures. You need to release your traumas, release your pains, and understand what forgiveness is. True forgiveness. True forgiveness comes from understanding and unconditional love. If you find that nirvana, if you find that center where the divine is inside of you, the love, you will be in connection with your higher self always. Always. And you'll start hearing things from the Akashic record. You'll start knowing things right away. Like, for instance, my girlfriend was on the phone with Walgreens today, and they were telling her the price of the medicine. And I was like way across in the other room in the kitchen, and my girlfriend said, "Wow!" And I said, "What is it? $2? Is it $2 for the medication?" And she said, "Yeah, that's what they said." So it's like an instant knowing once you get into that higher level of connection. It's been crazy for me lately. It's like, it's wild. Yes, and breath work, meditation and breath work. Thank you, Bright Eyes. Thank you so much. My brain's a little scattered today. So yes, meditation. Let's talk about meditation. I know we're getting a little off track from ETs, but I want you to know that all this is very related, because the stuff I'm teaching you, if you work on this, you will be able to contact them, and they will be able to contact you in a greater way, because working on your consciousness and love and all of that increases your frequency. It is a frequency of consciousness, and they will be able to contact you. So yes, meditations and breath work. What was like a field trip going to a red planet? That's awesome. Oh my God. So yes, let's talk about that. Okay, I know we're all over the place today, but they can take your consciousness and they can show you things in your dream as well. Okay, they can take you on adventures in your consciousness, in your dreams, like a simulation, but they can also take your soul out of your body and take you on adventures and take you on the ships. So there's two different kinds of ways they can take you. They can take your physical body, and they can take your astral or your soul, right? So that's very, very real, and you had a real experience, Maggie. That's amazing. They probably took you to Mars, and when they do that, they can't take you back in time as well, especially if it's like a showing you type thing. If you can talk about the blood lineage, it would be great. If not, I understand. So I do know that our blood lineages have a large tie to Celtic and Cherokee DNA. And supposedly, from what I've heard, I can't really confirm this further than one data point that I found, is that DNA, it's like survivors of Atlantis, right? And these Atlanteans are went off and spread out across the world. I know that from personal information. They went all around the world, and then they created different civilizations, right? The breakaway civilizations, like the Mayans, the Aztecs, the Egyptians, the Celtics, the Cherokee, right? So some of them have continued a certain hybrid bloodline, and those bodies, those lineages, was chosen to be genetically altered for 4 generations out, for our souls to be inhabiting into their body. So that's as far as I know about the genetic code. We do have a combination of different ET DNA. Each starseed's different with their combinations. Can ETs contact you through meditation? Yes, 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 absolutely. And I have had much contact with ETs through meditation, especially the mantis beings and Pleiadians. Absolutely. Every now and then I'll get a gray come to me, and he's like staring at me in my consciousness. I'm like, oh, hi. And they'll just kind of fade out. Sometimes they'll give me visions. Sometimes they'll give me like messages and stuff. And sometimes they'll talk to me in my dreams. Yes, absolutely true. All right, the sun is going down. I give it about another, well, it's probably another hour, honestly. The sun takes forever to go down. Oh, wow, the comments are going crazy. Yes, you can ask a question, Nava. I tried to read the ones that are pinned. There's so many questions. Telepathy is very, very real. Oops. Can you tell another starseed from a human? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Just looking at people, like right off, giving them a quick scan, if they are very vibrant, if they stand out with their clothing, or they're very expressive, or they're very loud, as in like with love and beauty, that's one good tale right off the bat. Telepathy is very, very, very real. And I can explain what telepathy is. And I love telling you guys what telepathy is. I love educating you guys. So telepathy, yes, I have rode in a spaceship, but I'm always on a table, like asleep and docile. And I wake up and they put me back to sleep. So I've been on a ship, but it's not like I've looked out the window while we were flying, or rode it, actually drive the ship. But yes, telepathic communication is love. It's emotion. It's emotion, energy, and motion. That's what telepathic communication in your mind directs the message where to go. Yes, I can show proof, David. Actually, we will be showing some proof here in about an hour. It looks like it's going to clear up for the most part. And hopefully it'll stay that way, and we can have our friends show up. We have them show up 99% of the time. We call them down with love. If they don't show up, which is very, very rare, you can check out the UFO playlist on our channel. There's tons and tons of stuff for you guys to check out. Yeah. I also have a video about the marks that they left on my back when they took me in 2024. So it's actually called the red grid mark phenomenon. It's a very real thing. And I'll be talking about that in the podcast tomorrow as well. If you guys are just coming in, the Windabros, I don't think they're still here. They may be. They're going to be interviewing me tomorrow at 1 p.m. and I will be live streaming it on TikTok. So, yeah, I'll be talking a lot more about my stories and stuff, and we might have to do a part 2. Oh, they're still here. Thank you so much for being here. Oh my gosh, I thought you guys would be busy and had to like take off. But yes, give them a follow, guys. Give them a follow. They're awesome. I'm happy to see someone talking about this. Absolutely, Lila. This is my life. This is my life. Would you educate someone who doesn't know that they are a starseed? Depends. I have a loud mouth, so probably, yeah. Astral travel. Yes, I do astral travel. I do leave my body, but I can't do it on command. That's not really like my profession, my perfected forte. Like I said, not all starseeds are equal. We all have different things. We all have different jobs to do. My job here is to be a public speaker and retain a lot of ET knowledge and teach you guys. So right now, that's my biggest job. What about the other countries that are suffering and poor? When contact comes, will they be safe? Yes. There's going to be... Okay, so there's 2 different timelines we can go down, right? We can go down the rough timeline where you guys destroy the world and make a toxic environment, right? The other timeline is where we help the planet and successfully build a new society. And because of that, all poor countries and all nations will rise up to be in a golden age. We will all be in a golden age of light, and it's going to be beautiful. Yeah. The mosquitoes are starting to bite me a little bit. Let me put out a bubble of love and understanding. You can do so much with your consciousness, and that's another thing. We're going to be teaching you guys a lot of this stuff. I can talk to animals. They respond. I can have them come to me. How do you know if one is a starseed? So I have a video on my channel. I uploaded it recently. There's a whole list of stuff that we can go down. Specifically, the biggest things are, do you feel like you're here to do something? Like help the world? Do you feel like you come from somewhere else? That's the 2 biggest things. Will they come even if they know you're recording? Yes, absolutely. And they have for like the last, what, 2.5, 3 years, guys? We've been doing this. Oh, I'm so sorry. I reacted. Back to source. I hate killing anything. Yeah, and that's a lot. That's another thing. I teach people how to call them down. I don't gatekeep this knowledge. I don't just be like, hey, here's the ETs. Go figure it out. You know, I don't do that. This is why I'm here to help to teach you guys. Here to help teach you guys. Can you tell there's a video if someone is a starseed, or does it have to be in person? That's a good question. It depends on what they're saying on the video, like, or what they're doing in the video. Now, sometimes I can look at them and see, very rarely right away, especially if their energy is very, very strong. But I usually have to hear them speak and have to hear like their mannerisms and different things as well. But I can psychically scan people and connect with people with their permission only. What's the difference between remote viewing and astral travel? Can't understand it. Okay, this is a good one. And please don't pin any other comments. Like, I know there's different moderators in here. Please wait till I answer the question before you pin another one, because I'm getting a little overwhelmed. So what's the difference between remote viewing and astral traveling? So remote viewing is shifting your awareness, right? For instance, like I love remote viewing. It's my pastime. I love doing it. I'm getting better at it. But you clear your mind and you think about shifting your attention, your awareness to a location or time, because it doesn't matter. And then you see stuff. You see what's going on. You are shifting your attention, right? Astral traveling, your whole essence, your whole soul is leaving your body, specifically at night most of the time. You leave your body and you fly. You go, literally all your whole essence goes to the location. So remote viewing is only partially going. You're just shifting your awareness, like looking through a telescope. But astral traveling is literally packing your bags and leaving your body. So, all right. Some smells are here or taste not see-through. I studied with remote viewer and instructor Monroe Institute, Joe McGonigal. I can never say his last name. Joe McMonagle. Yes, he's amazing. I haven't got to talk to him yet. Hopefully I will one day. And I do want to go to the Monroe Institute, but right now I don't have a lot of money. But speaking of money, I may be getting a sponsor one day soon. Someone's going to be trying to get me a sponsor. I have some connections now. So you're very welcome. That's what I'm here. I'm here to help educate you guys. Planet Earth will be extinguished or transformed. That's the two different routes. It's up to you guys. That's the two different timelines. And you can go in between as well, but we don't really talk about that a lot. But there's a in between where it's like, it's bad, but it's not too bad, you know. But if we can at least get the middle one or the good one, that would be good. I got a scholarship. Not supposed to tell people that, but yeah, I don't care. That's awesome, Willow. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. Yeah, I wish I could get one of those scholarships. I just don't have a lot of money right now. I'm self-educated and self-experiencer for the moment. And self-practicing with abilities. The Nordics are amazing. By the way, let me check the sky again. Oh yeah, it looks really nice. It's looking really nice. Whew. Alright. So, let's see. Do you guys want to learn how to call them down? I'll teach you how to do it before we go out here and actually do it. If you want to learn how to call the UFOs, the UAPs that they drive, if you want to see them in the sky, or if you want to learn how to do dream contact, pretty much the same thing. It's a CE5, yes, but this is going to be very, very basic, very, very basic stuff that'll help you guys. We've had much success from people. They come back and they're like, oh my God, it worked. Like, I can't believe it. You're telling the truth. So yes, if you want to learn how, type me in the chat. Let's see how many me's we got. Yeah, some of them, like me, and other type 2 hybrid starseeds, they fight us. We don't have to call them. Like me, I just literally go out here and they show up. Do you do readings? I used to. I don't really do readings anymore. I thought about, oh wow, look at all of me's. Oh my God. Wow. I thought about doing some past life readings again for like, I don't know, I haven't really put a price yet, but it would be really cheap. I used to do services for really, really cheap, but I decided not to do it anymore because it was inhibiting people. It was crippling people, like coming to me instead of learning how to do it themselves. And now I teach people how to go center and meditate and do all this stuff themselves for free. I would love to book with a fellow cosmic soul. Yeah, I mean, I'm not against it if you want to do a personal session and we can talk about, you know, a donation or whatever you want to do, and we can schedule that. Oh, hey, Lightning Bug. Do the ETs ever teach the ancient wisdom like the 5 elements, earth, water, fire, air? You know, I haven't heard about that, honestly, no. That's another one that I'm getting a lot. Are colored people hybrid type 2 starseeds? Yes. Yes. But it seems to be not as common, unfortunately, for some reason, just the genetics. Do the ETs ever teach the ancient wisdom? Yeah, no, I don't know. I haven't heard anything about that before. Is the Anunnaki real? Yes. They are very real. And I do believe they were the first ones here on this planet, and they manipulated the DNA of Bigfoot to create the first type 1 hybrids, which is all of you. And then your DNA was further altered to create who you are now by, there's a whole story to it, but technically all of you are hybrids. And it's mixed in with type 2 hybrids like us, and then there's type 3 hybrids, which is our children, type 2's children. Type 3 hybrids live on the ship, and I've met my child. I've met my hybrid being. I'll be talking about her too as well tomorrow in the podcast interview. If you guys want to check that out, come back here on the live stream at 1 p.m. We'll be streaming the podcast live. What are Pleiadians? White people? Pretty much. I mean, they are Caucasians, but they're not people per se. They are Pleiadians. They are a different race of ETs, but they're really, really closely related to humanity. Can I comment on Ashtar? Okay. Now, I personally don't believe in Ashtar. I publicly said this before. I'm sticking to it for now until I can see further data points and things that connect. For me, it looks like something that was created by a human's subconscious and different groups, like, you know, I don't want to use the C word, like cult, but it seems like, I don't know. I could be wrong. But I've never been in communication with Ashtar. I've never been in communication with Ashtar Command. I've only been in communication with a group of ETs that I call the Galactic Federation. It's a group of ETs. Oh my God, thank you, Lala. Thank you so much. By the way, if you guys want to keep tapping and show some love, I appreciate it. And also, if you want to subscribe, the subscriptions are really, really, really cheap, you guys. It would help me out so much. We've been having so much success with subscribers, and if you guys want to subscribe, that would be awesome. And in the future, I'm going to start doing subscriber lives, only lives, for you guys to like be more one-on-one with me, and we can answer more questions that way as well, because I know there's some of your questions don't get answered, and if you are a subscriber, I will give you that one more one-on-one access. Did they take your eggs and grow the hybrid baby, or did you carry it? I didn't carry it. It's a little complicated for me. I don't have the right reproductive organs, let's just put it that way. And so they did take my genetic material in a different way. Let's just put it that way. But yeah, that would be possible. I can do. See, I don't really like charging. So if I do one-on-ones for alien education, I would do it donation based. But if I'm doing one-on-ones for like readings or psychic work, if I was to do that, that would be, you know, probably a more set price. But when it comes to subscriber lives, you guys can all just jump into the subscriber lives and we'll go into all your questions in more detail. Do you think aliens have the cure for blindness? Yes, they have the cure for everything. Everything. You're very welcome. How does the CI identify CEI? Oh, okay, I see how the CIA. That's funny. Identify hybrids. Did John ever say? Yes, through genetic markers. They have identified genetic markers, but it started with them stalking us as abductees. They figured out who was being taken, right? They started listening and watching on the internet, and they're like, okay, this person's posting about ET contact, and they've been taken and stuff, and then they started following the people who have been taken on the ships, because usually the people who are taken on the ships are us. Right? So they found a connection between the people they've been taking for 4 generations and our genetic code. We have genetic markers, and our brains or neurology, is that how you say it? Our neural pathways are different. So yes, you can also do a brain scan, and you have more. I'm trying to think. It's more. They call it white matter disease, but it's not really a disease for us. It helps you telepathically communicate and have psychic abilities. But yeah, that's one of the brain characteristics we haven't really talked about for type 2 hybrids. That's how they figured it out. They figured out that there's a certain bloodline that ETs are interested in, and that's because they've been altering it for 4 generations. So we can be here. Hello. Nice to meet you. So, yeah. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for the subscribe, Wanda. Thank you so much. Yes, the subscriptions are really cheap, by the way. They're like, I think the cheapest one is like $1 or something. So it's really, really cheap. Yes, manifestation is very, very real. Very real. Very real. Thank you so much for the gifts. Thank you, Glitch. Thank you so much. Manifestation is very real. You'll figure what out? Oh, thank you. Cool. I love that. It's so cool. Thank you so much. I'd like to find out which species I come from. So yeah, if you're a type 2 hybrid starseed, we all have different levels of genetics from different ETs. Like me personally, I don't know the exact number percentage, but I feel like I have a lot of Pleiadian, I have a lot of Lyran, because there's certain characteristics for each one. And I'll make a video going into that stuff in the future. That's a whole another thing to unpack. I do have a little bit of mantis, believe it or not. I love insects. I channel the mantis energy all the time. I have a little bit of the gray as well, and I think that's it that I know of. So, just because you have a lot of Cherokee in you doesn't make you a type 2 hybrid. It just makes you potentially a type 2 hybrid because, again, your DNA has to be further edited for 4 generations, right? So just because you're Cherokee doesn't mean you are. It just means you might be. You have to have the other characteristics and background. Thank you so much for the dolphins. I love bugs. Are giants part of the ET world? Thank you for asking. Yes, because the original hybrids when the Anunnaki started changing the DNA even further, they created hybrids, which were giants. Those were the hybrids. I know it's a whole mix. Everything's like mixed together and it's complicated. I'm gonna have to create a family tree and get my whole board out with a marker and just like draw everything out for you guys. So yeah, the giants were hybrids between the Anunnaki and the hybrid humans that they created. So it's like a hybrid of a hybrid. I don't think the giants could reproduce, most of them. Thank you so much. That's awesome. So what's on the other side spiritually? Everything. The conscious field of reality. Everything exists. The sun's going down. Alright. We got a few clouds here and there. I think we can make it happen, though. I can ask the Federation to clear it up a bit more, and they have. They have cleared the weather up before, which is, like, incredible. It's not, like, right before your eyes, like, psh, but no, they can slowly push the clouds away, and they've done it multiple times for us. If blood type RH1, then it's part of the hybrid program with Grays. Not necessarily. Oh, wow, Crystal Crown. That's so cool. Oh, my God. I love that so much. I didn't even know that existed. That's so cool. Thank you so much, Lila. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. So, yes, if you have RH negative blood, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're a hybrid. It just means that you have that genetic marker. Like I said, everyone is part alien, right? Everyone has alien DNA within them. Just like you might have Cherokee in you, you might have RH negative blood. It doesn't necessarily make you a type 2 hybrid because you have to have that further genetic alterations over the 4 generations. Hello, Sarah, Starseed Official. Welcome in. I'm so glad that you're in here. I've never tried cloud bursting before, no. Is there really a lot of alien activity in the oceans? Yes, absolutely. A lot of alien activity in the oceans. There's bases in the oceans. There's bases underground, there's bases in the mountains, there's bases on other planets, there's bases in higher dimensions, and cities in higher dimensions on other planets. There's so much stuff, guys, so much stuff. Yeah, talk about the junk DNA. I don't really know a lot about the junk DNA. I mean, like, it's junk DNA. The junk DNA is the alien DNA in all of you. And it just means that us Starseeds, type 2 hybrids, have more junk DNA. And alien DNA equals, or junk DNA equals alien DNA. So, how long have I been studying? Pretty much my whole life, honestly. Like, I've always done research, like, in between jobs when I didn't have a life. Honestly, I just sat on the internet and looked at stuff and looked at events and different things. So my whole life, I've really been, like, connecting the dots with a lot of stuff as well. Mermaids, yes, there are different kinds of mermaids. There's ETs that you can classify as mermaid. There's other dimensions where mermaids exist, other realities, other timelines. Everything exists in one way or another because we live in a layered dream of reality. Everything is connected. Everything is a dream. Are cryptids related to extraterrestrial life? That's a good question. I don't think most of them are not related to extraterrestrial life. They come from other dimensions, other realities. Now, again, with labels, we have to dissolve our labels and just know that everything is a being, everything is an entity, right? So an entity can come from another planet, an entity can come from another dimension, another galaxy, another universe, another timeline. Just like cryptids, they can come from another universe, another timeline, another existence, an alternate reality. So it's a being. It's just not what you would probably call an alien, but it can be called an alien, right? So it's labels. Labels make things funny for humans. Oh yes, spirit world is very, very real. It's your higher, it's your consciousness. It's the conscious field of reality. That's what the spirit world, that's what the consciousness is, what everything is. That's awesome. Yes, we got Maggie, a lifelong experiencer in here. Thank you so much for being here, Maggie. What about the elements? I don't know much about them. The elementals, I don't really know much about them either. I do know they are a type of entity that they are associated with the elements of nature. So like, again, we are living in a dream, right? So there's this entity that exists within the thought of nature itself. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. That's awesome. Astral projection, out of body experience, OBE. It's when your soul leaves your body. It's when your soul leaves your body. Is there more land on this planet than we lead? I don't know what you mean. If you mean ice wall, then no. We pretty much have like mapped out the entire world, but there are places we haven't set foot in. There's like remote places, but we see them from space. There are probably some islands we haven't classified, and you can put them on a map later, like tiny ones. The Anunnaki were a ET race. They looked kind of human, very big, bulky, muscular, and they were here a long, long, long time ago. I've never heard anything about astral projection being dangerous, but you probably should do some protections before you go astral projecting and doing all that stuff. I do think Bashar is real. I do think sometimes maybe he's forced to say certain things, like threatened by me or something, especially with like certain topics. But yeah. Supremacist BS. I don't know what you're talking about. Who built the pyramids? Humans and ETs. The ETs taught the humans how to do it. They moved the boulders, they moved the rocks with their minds, with their muscles and minds. Like, you ever heard of light as a feather, thick as a board? So, how many times I saw aliens? Oh gosh, I don't even know. I haven't even like sat down and tried to count them out. I'm gonna write a book though and everything, but it's over probably 30 times. Why didn't they build anything else? They did. It's all, most of it's in ruins and in different places around the world. Pumapunku, there's other ancient sites, you can look them up. Yes, paranormal is connected to ETs. Paranormal is just a classification of something that people don't understand. It's a science that they don't classify. The same thing with spirituality. Spirituality, paranormal, all that stuff is a science that humans don't understand yet. Let me tell you one thing that wraps up reality, right? Star Wars, Star Trek, and magic, all wrapped up in the one. Now the magic is the consciousness part. You can affect reality with your consciousness. Okay, that's the magic part. So it's like all of that wrapped into one. It's pretty wild universe that we actually live in. Oh, hi. I was gonna go get the camera here in a minute and see if we can get them to come out. Is it clear in the backyard? I hope it's clear to the north at least. It looks kind of cloudy above us, but we'll go try it for a bit. If it gets too cloudy, we could just call it a night. All buildings built with ETs, the history and documents were collected by the Vatican. Yeah, I believe that too, DJ. The Vatican, they are holding a lot of it, a lot of documents and stuff. Love you, honey. Did you have a good walk?
Yeah.
Good. Yes, I'm going to try to bring them out. I usually don't have to try, but the thing is, it's the clouds, and we have to work around all of that. So, what's mayo? Is that a place, or is that, or you mean like a condiment? We're probably, I don't know, we might restart the live. I don't know, we got a bunch of people in here. When do you anticipate the beings will go public, and which ones? Thank you so much, thank you. I can't give you a date because we don't work in absolutes. I am a representative of the Federation, by the way. So if I get the message, I will let you know. But it's usually a range of time. We don't work in absolute. So I am a real representative of the Federation. There's a vault massive under the Vatican where they store it all. Yes, and there's also a vault underneath the Egyptian pyramids, the Akashic Records. Or not the Akashic Records, but the, what's it called? Dang it. The Hall of Amenti. The Hall of Amenti. All that stuff is under there. And we're starting to discover those. You know, we're going to go down there and explore them soon. Unlock all that ancient knowledge. So I am going to go get the camera now. We're going to get set up to go call them down. I forgot to bring people up as a guest. I apologize. But I'm going to go grab the camera. I'm going to go get some more proper clothes on, because we're going to go out there in the field and there's so many mosquitoes. I can't hold them back with my psychic abilities. By the way, they didn't bother me anymore since I did that bubble around me. But I know as soon as I go out in the field, they're going to be swarming around me. And there's no defending against all of them. So I'm going to go put some more proper clothes on. I'm going to grab the camera. I'm going to grab my spare battery, but I don't know if we'll need it, but I'm going to grab it. We're at 62%. Let's see, I'm going to grab my headlamp and our lasers, our fanny pack with lasers and lights. We have everything. So I'm going to go grab everything. So you guys, please sit tight and keep tapping the screen and tell everyone that's coming in that I'll be right back. I know we're going to lose some viewers. If we lose too many viewers, I'm going to restart the live when I come back. I'm going to try to do this as quick as possible. So just give me 1 second. We're going to go grab our camera gear and we're going to go call the ETs down, the UFOs. And I think we're going to have a good show. So give me 1 second and I'll be right back. Love y'all. Alright guys, I'm back. Give me one more second. I'm gonna lift you up here. How many of you stayed? Oh my gosh, 153 of you stayed in here? That's amazing. We only lost like, what, 5-10 people? That's absolutely insane. I never really like put everybody on hold before, so I was worried about you guys leaving. But I know you're very curious. So hopefully we have a really, really good show. So let me get you attached here to the night vision camera. So let me show you the camera. This is the Psyonix Aurora. It's a digital night vision camera with a phone attachment. Very awesome camera. Really highly recommended if you see UFOs all the time, or you can call them down yourself. So I am setting it up now. I'm going to attach it to here. Okay. Tighten that down. And I'm going to put this cable around my shoulders real quick because I've got my battery bank if I need it. I got a little bit of water here. That should be enough. Oh yeah, that should be enough. Alright, so are you guys ready? Let's go. Alright, so it's clear in the western sky. I'm going to the backyard and we'll see if it's clear in the northern. Oh wow, yeah, we got it clear in the northern. Oh, I forgot my chair. I gotta grab my chair. I'll double time it. About to get the chair. Thank you for being patient with me. I gotta grab the chair. Oh my goodness. My chair just fell apart. I can fix it. That is wild. That's never happened before. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry guys. This is a disaster. It's never fell apart like that before. Oh, I just lost the ring. The ring came off at some point. I can fix it. Let me just grab it a different way. It could still work. Alright, here we go. Let's go. I'm a very adaptable person and I can fix almost anything. So I'll fix this later. Even if I have to order a new snap ring. Or put something on there to keep it from coming off. I got it off Temu. I mean, like, what do you expect? It's lasted actually a really, really good long time for being a Temu chair. Swivel outside chair. Wow, the sky is so beautiful out here. Oh, so... Ooh, I hear some fireworks already. It's not even 4th of July yet. Okay, we're going to get us a nice spot. A little bit further out. I'm going to turn the camera on here in a second, I promise. Hang in there, guys. It's getting set up here. Alright, this would be a good spot right here. Okay. Okay. Let's set up camp. Battery bank on the ground. Gonna turn the camera on. So what we do is we turn the camera around on the phone. We flip it around. And then we click a different thing. So we do the green screen here. And then we can expand it and move it to where we want it. Don't mind Mona Lisa back there. That's the default. So as you can see, it's not that bright with my eyes, but the night vision picks up the lowest light ever. So the sun is still going down technically for the night vision. It's like dusk, like really, really low dusk here with my eyes. Alright, let me put the cable and my water bottle on the ground as well. Go. Alright, so let's give the sky over here a quick scan and then we'll get started. So this is the northern ridge. We've had a lot of UFO sightings here the last 2 Sundays, about 2 a.m. And they've been fading in. I just uploaded a video today, a small clip of that. They fade in and get really bright. I'm going to start reading the comments again. I know I haven't been reading it. So here we go. All right. That's a lightning bug. We do have lightning bugs here tonight. I'll let you know what's a lightning bug and what's not a lightning bug. I've been doing this for a very long time. Yeah, let's, I don't know, do we have any mods in here right now? I don't know if we have any moderators in here right now, but I'll take care of that. There you go. Sorry about that. Alright, so he just actually missed out. I hate that for him. Ooh, was that fireworks or lightning? Let's go ahead and start recording. You never know what happens on this live streams. I'm in East Tennessee. I also told me that there's a foundation that try to have fans and earn money. Who is that? Some of the reptilians and some of the Greys are bad. I've heard there's a bad group of Pleiadians as well, but I haven't heard that from a lot of people, so I don't know. But there's a duality with every race, right? So, just like there's humans, there's good and bad humans. You don't, just because there's one bad human, you don't blame all humans for being bad, right? You don't judge them all. Thank you, Daz. Thank you so much. All right. Oops. Mosquitoes are trying to bite me on the ear. I've got my full suit on and jeans, by the way. Alright, let's see what we got up here. We got some stars. Oh, wait, what's that? Okay, if that's you guys, if that's the Federation, can you please give us a sign? Can you get really bright or change directions? Maybe a satellite. We can't get too excited. Let me put the tripod back down a bit. There we go. Is that speeding up? I don't know. Could be a satellite. Oop, I heard some more fireworks. Grand evening, Def. Welcome in. Yeah, I think that's a satellite. All right, let's continue looking. I'm actually going to, put out some further love and consciousness so they can hear me better. Oh gosh, I forgot. I forgot to teach you guys earlier. I asked you guys who wants to learn how to calm them down, and I completely forgot. Oh my gosh. I hope I didn't upset some people. I saw one meteor the other night off camera. But no, I forgot. I completely forgot. I was like, hey, who wants to learn how to calm them down? And I forgot to teach you guys. I hope they didn't leave. So let me teach you how to calm them down while we're calling them down. So as you can see, it's a little cloudy over here in the southern part and above us a little bit, but we have some clear patches here, and the northern and the western ridge is clear. The western ridge has still got a glow from the leftover sun, but we'll just keep it facing over here for a second. Alright, so Southeast Michigan here the past 4 nights. That's awesome, Def. That's so cool. I love that so much. They've been very active all around the world, honestly. Like, there's different spots, and they're getting way more active, and things are kicking off. I think something big is going to happen soon. I feel it. I feel like there's a big reveal coming, but I don't know the dates, so. I do feel like something is coming, though. It feels like there's a tipping point coming. Are there good and bad celestials? Keep hearing that some negative are posing to help. There are good and bad, but that's the thing. It's so sad. ETs come here to help, and then they're like, "Oh, you're evil because you're offering help." You know. So there's a Simpsons episode, right? Now a lot of you know the Simpsons have predicted so much, right? There's this Simpsons episode where these alien beings come, and it's like they're in the woods. Some of you may remember this episode, and they're like wispy and they're ghosty like, right? And they said, "We're here with love. We offer love." And then people are out there with pitchforks, and they're like, "Kill it, kill it." So, yeah, that's one of the biggest things I think is happening right now. They're here, they're offering love, but people are like, "Kill it, kill it," you know? So, just keep that in mind. And another thing to keep in mind, why would they come so far, and why would they develop our bodies over 4 generations, and why would we be here suffering with you guys if we didn't love you, if we didn't want the best for you? I'm a representative of the Federation, so I'm here to tell you that we are here to help you. There's no deceiving going on. We're trying to give you the best possible outcome. Thank you for the follow, guys. Thank you so much. Sorry, it's a little cloudy. It'll get more clearer here once the sun goes completely down. It's like for my eyes, it's a very, very, very faint light glow. But for the night vision, it makes it look like morning light. Oh, God, yes. I'm so sorry. I forgot. Let's get into how to call them down. I did it again. I have ADD lately. I swear. Okay. So, yes, let's go into that. So there's a few preliminary steps that you need to do before you start actually doing the procedures to call them down. And you can do that at any time while working on these preliminary steps. These preliminary steps are very important. And all these things that I'm going to be talking about, they are to do with raising your consciousness, okay? And you're raising your consciousness so you can be able to get them to hear you and connect with you and come to you and be in your presence, right? So, work on yourself. Love yourself. Say something nice about yourself at least once a day. Treat yourself nice. Respect your body. Respect your mind and your soul. And be forgiving. Forgive your mind and your soul, right? Another thing, love others. Be in service to others. And what I mean by that is actually show compassion. Show compassion. Act out your compassion. If you have an excess of something, give that something to whoever needs it. You know, show them compassion. That compassion exists within existence itself. Or at least just be there and talk to them. You know, be a listening ear. Be a friend. Show compassion. And welcome in Adam once again. He is our flight man, our eye in the sky, a radio tower. He watches the planes as we do these live shows. So thank you so much, Adam. There is a plane coming from the south, moving southwest. Thank you so much. Let me see if I can spot that one. No, it's a little cloudy over there. I think it's above the clouds, probably. All right. So, oh yeah. So the next preliminary steps is to have forgiveness. Forgiveness in your heart. Okay? Forgiveness, unconditional forgiveness for others. And unconditional forgiveness comes through understanding, right? It comes through understanding and unconditional love. You don't have to react when people do things to you, but you don't have to necessarily keep them in your lives. Okay, we're watching this one now. But I'll keep teaching you in case this one does something. It could be a satellite, but we're going to keep our eyes on it. Okay. So, yeah, unconditional love, unconditional forgiveness, work on yourself, loving others. Now, moving on to the actual steps on how to call them down. Find yourself a nice location. This is for the outside part of calling them down. Find yourself a nice location, day or night, doesn't matter. They are easier spotted at nighttime, especially if you have bad eyes. I want you to sit down and I want you to listen to the sounds. I want you to close your eyes and listen to the sounds around you. Listen to everything around you. I think that's a satellite, by the way. And then I want you to understand that everything you hear, is an outer extension of you. Everything is one. You are connected with everything. You're not just connected. You are everything. Everything is you. Everyone is everyone. And I want you to listen to the birds, the trees, the grass, the wind, and know that all of that is you. You are the planet. You are the solar system. You are the galaxy. You are the universe. And really feel that. Know that you are part of everything, that you are everything. And then I want you to fill your heart with love. I want you to think about all the things that you love in life. Get yourself in that nice, loving, euphoric state and the agape love. Have you ever heard of agape love? Agape love is the love that you have for all beings and everything. It's unconditional love for everything and all beings. That is what agape love. And to feel it, to get to that agape love, it's so beautiful to have that love for everything and all of humanity. No, religions don't say that, Joe. Christianity wants you to go outside of yourself for God, but God is within yourself. God is you. You are connected to all. All is God. Christianity, religions won't give you that. So, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, fill your heart with love. No, actually, after you fill your heart with love and have that love and compassion within your heart, I want you to send that love out to them. Telepathically, that love, that emotion you built up inside of you is very, very important for telepathic communication. And direct it with your mind. I want you to think about sending that agape love out to them. Send that compassion, send that love out to them, and only beings of love and light. Have the intention of only beings of love and light are welcome in your area. Your intentions, your consciousness affects reality itself. You will attract what you put out. This one's very interesting. Look how slow that one is. I feel like it could stop any second. Can you stop for us? Whoa, there's another one coming in. Wow. That's very interesting. I'm going to keep following this one. It looks really off. I've never had that question, Great. Yeah, I guess you could, but be careful what you wish for. I'm using the Psionics Aurora. Thank you, Uncle. I'm just a representative of the Federation. This is the Psionics Aurora digital night vision camera. Absolutely love it. Sorry. My tripod's getting sticky. Yeah, that's not a plane. It's not blinking. If it was a plane, Adam would have let us know too. He's our eye in the sky. The colors of the orbs don't really mean anything. That's just what they want, as whatever they want to express themselves as. Just like what color clothes you wear today, you know. They can change their colors. Yeah, I don't know if that was a satellite or not. That was really odd looking and very, very slow. By the way, we'll get flashes here. There'll be stationary flashes. Sometimes there'll be crafts literally floating and they'll flash at us here on these live streams. So we're also looking out for that. So if you guys see any flashes, let me know. Alright, so if that was them, thank you so much. I don't know. We can't be sure. They didn't do anything crazy. But I want to get my lasers out to see if we can get them to play some games with us. We've had some incredible stuff happen with these lasers. I've got my ultraviolet laser here. And yes, they can see the ultraviolet laser. The camera picks it up well, but you can barely see it with your eyes. There are other ultraviolet lasers that you can buy that are more powerful that you can see with your eyes, but I'm too poor for those. Yes, I have seen a TR-3B right over my house years ago. It literally flew right over my house. It was a rock distance throw away. Can you guys give us a flash tonight? I'm going to send them out some love and compassion. Yeah, it was so slow and it went right over the house and it was almost like it was hovering. And then it took a turn and it went towards the east. It was coming from the north and then it turned towards the east after it went over my house. It was actually pretty wild and I about lost my mind for a second. Do you think the ship masquerades as constellations? That's a really good question. I think so. Sometimes they can. So if you're like a very good expert with stars, you can point them out probably and be like, hey, that's not supposed to be there. And then they'll fly away once you acknowledge it and like, or disappear. I've heard people do that before. Same portholes open with UFOs passing in and out. Like wormholes, I haven't seen that with my eyes yet. Now we do have a mysterious pulsing that happens out here towards the West Ridge. Let's see if we can pick it up today, actually. We still don't know what this is. And I do believe it is a type of portal. Let's see if we can... It's not going to show up today, or I don't think it's active right now. We do have videos of it. It happened for a while on and off. Very interesting activity. We'll be talking about that too on the podcast tomorrow, the podcast interview. I'm going to be interviewed by the Windabros tomorrow at 1 p.m. And you guys can check it out live here on this TikTok. Alright, let's get the green laser out now. Oh yeah, it's nice and charged. There was one time we were doing a figure 8 and they showed up and they literally curved across the sky like phew. And it was awesome. You can check that out in our playlist as well, UFO playlist. It's probably a satellite. Oh, there's something there. Hang on. They're both going in the same direction. That's very odd. Not unusual, but something to take note of. Okay. Thanks for the lights, guys, by the way. We're at 53,000. That's amazing. Thank you so much. Again, keep your eyes on the screen. Look for any flashes or anything. The New Jersey flap from the start of the year. I don't know what that means. What flap? 3 bright orbs. That's awesome. Congratulations. That's right. It's UFO Day. I didn't even make a video for UFO Day. I'm so slacking. Yes, it is literally UFO Day. I am communicating with the Galactic Federation. A group of ET beings that are here to help humanity. I am a representative of the Federation myself as well. And I take that all the way to the bank. It's 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Thank you so much for asking. I forgot. I usually say Eastern Time. Where everyone was seeing crazy drones. Okay, so that's the thing. There were orbs. There were orbs, and then the government sent their drones up to confuse people. That's what was going on. I've got bugs swarming me right now. Yes, okay, so what are orbs exactly? Orbs are beings themselves. They are a type of entity. Now, some of the Pleiadians and some of the other light beings and different entities can literally shift into an orb form and then go back into a solid form or whatever form, you know? So, yes, the orbs are beings themselves. Now, there are certain crafts that appear as light, you know, the light coming off of them. I can teach you a little bit about the crafts as well while we're out here. The crafts, the light coming from inside the crafts and on the crafts is actually source consciousness. And what I mean by that is God. It's source. It's the almighty consciousness of reality, everything. It's pure divinity flowing through the ship. That's what that light is, because the ships are live with consciousness. They are live, my friend. Alive. No, I don't. Well, that's the thing. So there actually was one incident recently where I was calling the Pleiadians specifically with some friends, and we didn't have a camera with us or anything, but we saw a blue orb, and the Pleiadians always wear blue. So if you are calling a specific race that is tied to a color, I'm sure they will come to you in that color to confirm to you that it's them. But I don't think they don't, they're not like tied to a certain color. They can change their color to any color. The human reptiles who live between us. What do you mean between us? I need some long socks I can tuck my jeans into. I'm going to move up here a little bit further here. I'm going to keep my eyes open too, because sometimes they'll start showing up across the ridge, and I got to keep an eye out for that. Alright, I'm looking at the camera again. Whoa, what's that? The only color that I know that an orb would show up to a specific race is blue. Anything else, I don't know. Reptilians that live amongst us? Yeah. So there are good and bad reptilians. Unfortunately, most of the reptilians that people interact with are bad. But, yeah, there are bad reptilians that live amongst us. As for shape-shifting and all that, I'm not quite sure. Not quite sure how all that works, so. I think that's a satellite, by the way. The mosquitoes are trying to eat me alive. Alright, I'm going to check the ridge real quick. Let's check the northern ridge. See what we got going on over here. Whoa. Got some planes. Some stars. God, these mosquitoes love my blood. Oh my God. If you guys want to show some appreciation, just tap the screen for a bit and show some love, throw some gifts in there. I am getting eat up with mosquitoes out here, so I really appreciate some of that love. The royal family in the UK are meant to be reptilians. I don't know. I mean, they could be. By the way, our channel is blowing up right now. We've got, I think we gained like 8,000 subscribers in the last 3 days or so. All due to that one video where we came out into the public as being type 2 hybrids. I knew it was going to blow up. The Federation told me it was going to blow up. We would get more traction on the channel. Thank you so much, Positively. Thank you. Thank you so much. That was so cool. I hear more fireworks. Okay. I'm just checking the ridge. Do you think the contact event has anything to do with solar event of the sun? Yes. Yes, absolutely. Now, here's some stuff we haven't really educated you in a while on. Solar energy, solar flares. Now, type 2 hybrid starseeds are more sensitive to these upgrades, but all light in the universe, especially solar flares, have genetic upgrades in them. They help you increase your vibrations and edit your genetic code, because it's literally God's source energy codes within the solar energy itself. And I know that's a lot to take in. It's a lot to understand. But again, just think in terms of, we live in a dream. We live in a reality where reality is a lot stranger than you think. So there are codes within the solar storms themselves that are waking people up, and that could help in ascension. That could help in the ascension process as well. Thank you so much. Thank you, Butterfly. I love the roses. Thank you. Thank you so much. I think that was a lightning bug, by the way. Not quite sure on that one. Hang on. Yeah, that's a lightning bug. Thank you, Layla. Thank you so much. Thank you. I love those gifts. They're so cute. They're so beautiful. Alright, let's go back to the northern ridge. Lightning bug. Let's go back to the northern ridge. No, late at night for people who I don't know what part of the world is 2 a.m., but they've been giving us major shows for 2 a.m. So people who live in 2 a.m. or awake at 2 a.m. are meant to see Federation shows. We come out here on usually early Sunday mornings about 2 a.m. and they'll give us a big old show. Big old show. Whoa! Whoa! Did you see that? Oh my gosh! Thank you so much. Yes, we've got one. Did you see that? Did you see that? Oh my God! It lit up the clouds. They lit up the clouds, guys. That was. Oh my God! Where's my lasers? Where's my lasers? I had them out. Did I put them up subconsciously? Yeah, I did. Okay. Uh. Okay. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Is it gone? I think they faded away. That was amazing. Oh my gosh. Okay, for the record, it is 10:14 p.m. on July 2nd, 2025. That was amazing. Okay, I'm gonna log that recording so it's easier to find later. All right. Did you guys see that? That was insane. That was absolutely insane. They lit up the clouds. That's going to be some really good footage to go back over and look at. Like, that was... Wow. Yes, I always put this footage on the channel. It does take a little time to get them out. I do have a bunch of footage that I'm going to be uploading before this one. But I'm going to catch up, guys. I promise. There's going to be a flood of UFOs coming onto the channel soon. Whoa, what's that? Oh, my God. Whoa. Oh, my God. Look how bright that is. Yes, this is normal for this show. It took them a little while to come out. Oh no, hang on. Oh no. I just realized um, I was on the crappy internet again. I bet that's a lot better connection now, isn't it? I'm so sorry, guys. I hope it wasn't too bad for you guys. Yeah, I'm gonna log that too, because that was a very bright orb. Alright, new recording. Where did that one go? Did it go below the tree? Yeah, I think it was. Thank you so much, guys. And that's the thing, when they show up, send them gratitude. Send them gratitude. As I'm doing now, I'm so, so thankful for them. So thankful. That was amazing. That was absolutely amazing. Incredible, incredible footage. Especially the ones above that one above the play games with the lasers with them. I'm doing really good. I'm doing really good. You can see some lightning bugs in the trees too. I'm getting eaten up by mosquitoes really bad. We got 61,000 likes. Oh, they love my ankles. The mosquitoes love my ankles. They love my um my back, my thighs, my butt cheeks when they can get them. I'm looking around with my eyes real quick. Can you guys just keep an eye on the camera? I'm gonna look around real quick to make sure we're not missing any other dry objects, anything coming in. Okay. I'm gonna point it back towards the northern ridge. Actually, wait, what's that? Okay, you guys see those two right behind each other? Sorry. Right there and right there. They're literally in line. Now, there's no other ones anywhere, are there? Anywhere? No, so it's not Starlink. They're very faint. Okay, where's the two at? I lost them. Damn, I lost. That's okay. We'll get along that recording. That was pretty cool. All right. Do you have a blood type, or would you rather not say? I don't know. I don't know. I never really had my blood type tested before. I'm really weary about going to the doctor and having people mess with my blood in that way. I I really hate giving any kind of blood for that reason, to be on some kind of file or record, but I'm pretty sure they know about me already at this point. So it's like, you know, you know, they probably have tried to make clones or have made clones of us, of our specific DNA, to try to train people, kids from birth, to call the ETs down and trick them to crash their crafts and stuff like that. And they do um, find people with extra psychic abilities like us, and they do kidnap them, is what I've heard from whistleblowers at least, that they force them to call the crafts down, and then they shoot them down, unfortunately. And yes, it's very, very atrocious and awful stuff that some humans are doing against galactic communities. My ankles are eat up. Do they care if you talk too much? No. They want me to talk about consciousness and love, though. So yeah, let's go back into the education while we're around here. By the way, when you guys call them down, holy crap! Hang on. is that is one of them guys. That is one. Oh my gosh! Thank you so much. Yes, they want me to talk about love and compassion and how everyone in the world needs to start loving themselves. Look how slow that is. Wow. Wow. Thank you so much. Can you power up for us? Can you give us a good power up or flash or something? There's other smaller orbs around it. Can you see them? You've got one here, one here. You've got this one, of course. The small fleet. Oh, there's one coming right in the contact with this one almost. Whoa, they're passing right by, right by each other. Sometimes they'll flash at each other. That time they did not. Okay, that one behind it is like almost following it. Yes, it's my green laser pointer. I'm in East Tennessee. That's awesome, Kino. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. Looks like the smaller one's catching up with the bigger one. seen any UFOs merging together on camera before. Yeah, the sounds are so beautiful here. Wow, look how close it's getting. It's gonna overlap or merge. Hang on. Or they're gonna pass right by each other. Oh my gosh. That's cool. It went right by. Thank you so much, Federation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's amazing. We'll let them go on their way. I don't think that was going to do anything else. I'll keep looking. I have a feeling there's some more stuff coming on its way, so we have to keep an eye out. Thank you so much. Thank you. These are non-human intelligences. You call them with love and compassion. The more we talk about love and compassion too, the more they show up. You have to remain humble. You have to have love in your heart. There's a lot of faint objects up there tonight. This is facing the east, right, by the way. My finger itches. The mosquitoes bit me right on my knuckle. I'm using the Psionics Aurora Digital Night Vision with my phone attached to it. We're also looking for objects curving, doing drastic maneuvers, which is a more rare thing to see, but it does happen. Yep, fast walkers. Um, we managed to capture a really good fast walker. It was like, um, was it a year or 2 years ago? My days, my years are running together. It's in the compilation in the, I think we have it pinned still. If it ain't pinned, it's in the UFO playlist within the compilation. God, my hands are eat up out here. So we're actually getting late. My cutoff time is around 10:30. So um so it's getting about that time. We had some beautiful sightings tonight. So the contact you think is good or no? Yes, it's good. Send out good vibes, you'll get good contact. Whoa, 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 look, we got one. Oh my God. Look at that. Look at that. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Look how it's traveling horizontal. It's going into the distance. And it's right between two planes. I'm pretty sure that plane saw them up in the sky, probably, but they could be further than the plane. There it goes. That was awesome. Thank you so much. Wow. Oh, that's the plane. Okay. Thank you so much. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Wow. I think they were saying good night. That was that was so good. That was beautiful. Man, that's like three really good ones tonight. And then we had those two following each other. So we had a really good live tonight. We've had some major signings. So I appreciate you guys for liking. I appreciate you guys for being here, experiencing this with me, having open minds. And if you didn't get to hear about how to calm them down, you can watch the pin video on my channel to help learn. And just work on yourselves, guys. Start loving yourselves. And if you want to make a difference in this world to help humanity, please check out the links in my link tree. Check out the United Experience Initiative. It is an international non-profit organization that we're developing to help humanity. It doesn't cost to join. Okay. So So let's come together for a great cause. Let's advocate for helping the planet and doing amazing things. So, yeah, you guys are beautiful. I love you so much. All of you in here in the chat, all of you are amazing. Thank you so much for everything. And um, oh yeah, don't forget podcast tomorrow. Gonna be live streaming here on TikTok at 1 p.m. Eastern time. If you guys want to come in, I'm gonna be talking about a lot of my alien experiences on the ships and a lot of other stuff. So it's gonna be a show gonna you're not gonna want to miss it. So um, and it's gonna be recorded on their end, and they're gonna edit it and upload it. And I hope they were in here, and I hope they saw those lights tonight. I don't know if you guys are still in here. It's called the Windbros. Windbros. If you guys are still in here, say hi and give them a follow. They are absolutely amazing. I highly doubt that they're still in here. If they are, I'll be very surprised. Um, they're probably very busy all the time. Um, but I love you guys so much. I must be going. I'm gonna go tend to all my mosquito bites, and it's been a great show. So keep looking up, keep loving yourself, look inward for divinity. That's where it's at. Find God within yourself. Okay? Find God within. God, the mosquitoes are awful. Okay, guys, I gotta go. Love you. I'll see you tomorrow at 1 p.m. We're gonna have a great podcast. We're gonna get interviewed and good night, guys. I love you so much. Thank you so much for the gifts. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for everything. You guys are just beautiful and amazing. I want to hug every one of you so much. And all right, I'm ending the live now. Bye, guys. Love you. Mwah. Thank you for everything. And don't forget to follow and hit the bell icon and subscribe if you want to help and check out the Discord for the UEI. Check out all the information about the UEI in the link trees, and I'll check you guys